They said love must follow rules, but what happens when the heart refuses to obey? What if the most powerful family in London is about to face a scandal so deep that even their name cannot protect them? The final trailer for Bridgerton Season 4 does not whisper romance. It warns us. This is not just another love story wrapped in silk and candlelight. This time, love stands in the middle of the ballroom, daring society to challenge it. The world of Bridgerton has always been beautiful on the surface, shining chandeliers, soft music floating through grand halls, smiles that hide secrets. But Season 4 feels different from the very first second of the final trailer. There is a quiet tension in the air, like a storm waiting to break. The camera glides through familiar rooms, yet something feels heavier. The laughter is softer. The glances last longer. The silence speaks louder than the music. London's high. Society looks the same, but the mood has changed. The rules are still there. Marry well. Protect your family name. Never cause scandal. Yet the trailer makes one thing clear. Someone is about to break them all. We see the return of the Bridgerton. Home, proud and graceful as ever. The family stands together, but there is a sense that unity may soon be tested. After the events of last season, the ton is watching more closely than ever. Rumors move faster. Judgments are sharper. Every step outside the house feels like stepping onto a stage. The trailer shows crowded ballrooms filled with whispers. Fans flutter in nervous hands. Eyes follow every movement. It reminds us that in this world, reputation is everything. One mistake can destroy years of honor. And yet, right in the middle of this pressure, the trailer introduces a new emotional focus. A Bridgerton sibling stands at the edge of change. There is a look in their eyes that we have not seen before. Not simple attraction, not playful flirting, but something deeper. Something risky, the kind of feeling that grows quietly, but refuses to stay hidden. The trailer does not reveal everything, but it shows enough to understand that this season will center on a love that does not fit society's plan. The beauty of the setting makes the danger feel even stronger. Soft candlelight falls on serious faces. Carriages move through foggy streets at night. A hand reaches out, then pulls back as if even touch is forbidden. The editing is slower in some moments, letting us feel the weight of choice. Then suddenly it becomes fast and sharp, showing quick flashes of shock, anger, and surprise. It is clear that this story will not be smooth. It will test loyalty. It will test courage. There is also a sense that the ton itself has grown more powerful. The rules feel stricter. The judgments feel harsher. Even a simple dance seems like a battlefield. Every smile may hide a threat, and above it all hangs the unseen power of gossip, ready to turn private feelings into public scandal. The trailer hints that love this time will not stay secret for long. Season 4 appears ready to explore what happens when desire clashes with duty. The Bridgertons have always believed in love, but they also understand responsibility. When those two things pull in opposite directions, something must give. The final trailer promises that this season will push that conflict further than ever before. The question is no longer whether love will bloom. The question is whether it can survive. The eyes of the entire world watching, this opening sets the tone for everything that follows. The elegance remains. The music still swells. The costumes still shine. But beneath the beauty lies rebellion. And the final trailer makes it clear. Someone is about to choose their heart over society, and society will not forgive easily. The trailer shifts its focus and brings us closer to the heart of the story, a romance that feels both tender and dangerous at the same time. This is not a playful courtship filled with teasing smiles and easy charm. This connection feels quiet, intense, and almost secret from the first shared glance. It is clear that something powerful is growing between them. The camera does not rush. It lingers. It allows us to see the hesitation in their eyes, the way their breath changes when they stand too close. This love is not loud, but it is strong. What makes this romance different is the sense that it should not exist. The trailer hints at a divide, maybe class, maybe status, maybe family expectation. but whatever it is, it stands like a wall between them. In one scene, they stand in a crowded ballroom, surrounded by music and laughter, yet they seem completely alone in their own world. Their hands almost touch, but they stop just before contact, as if even that small action could cause damage. That single moment says more than pages of dialogue ever could. It shows restraint. It shows fear, but it also shows longing. There is a quiet scene shown in softer light, away from the bright eyes of society. A garden at dusk, a corridor lit only by candles, a carriage ride through empty streets. These spaces feel safe, but not fully secure. They speak in low voices. Their words are careful, yet full of emotion. You can feel that both of them understand the risk. This is not just about falling in love. This is about choosing to stand against rules that have existed for years. In the world of Bridgerton, love has always been important, but this time it feels almost rebellious. The trailer shows the struggle inside their hearts. One of them looks torn between duty and desire. There are moments where they try to walk away, convincing themselves that it is the sensible choice. Society expects certain matches, families expect security and alliances. Marriage is often about power, not feelings. And yet every time they try to distance themselves, something pulls them back. A look across a room, a memory of a private conversation, a touch that lasted a second too long. The connection refuses to fade. We also see hints that others are beginning to notice. A sharp glance from across the ballroom, a whisper that stops suddenly when they enter the room, a family member watching with concern. These small details build tension. Love in this world is never truly private. Every emotion is at risk of becoming public knowledge. The trailer uses quick cuts to show how fast rumors can spread. One small mistake could lead to scandal. One careless moment could damage not only them, but everyone connected to their name. What makes this romance powerful is the honesty in their expressions. There is no game playing here, no easy charm. Instead, there is vulnerability. We see them speak with open hearts, even when it hurts. One scene shows an argument, not filled with anger, but fear. Fear of what this love could cost. Fear of losing family trust. Fear of becoming the subject of gossip. And yet, even in that fear, there is devotion. They do not argue because they doubt their feelings. They argue because they know those feelings are real. The music in the trailer grows stronger during their scenes, almost like the world itself is reacting to their emotions. The closer they get, the louder the tension becomes. It feels like time is running out, like a choice must be made soon. Stay safe and follow the rules, or take a risk that could change everything. Their love feels like a secret flame, small but bright, trying to survive in a place where strong winds are always blowing. This section of the trailer makes it clear that season 4 will not be simple. This relationship is not built on fantasy. It is built on courage. It asks a serious question. Is love worth losing comfort, status, and approval? In past seasons, love eventually found its place within society. But here, it seems society itself may be the enemy. And as the trailer moves forward, it becomes clear that this romance will not stay hidden for long. The more they try to protect it, the closer it comes to being exposed. As the trailer moves forward, the mood changes. The soft romance gives way to rising pressure. What once felt like a private connection now stands on the edge of public exposure. The tone is no longer just background decoration. It becomes a powerful force, ready to judge, ready to punish. The glittering ballrooms now feel like courtrooms. Every whisper carries weight. Every glance feels sharp. In this world, silence can be more dangerous than words. The presence of Lady Whistledown hangs over every scene like a shadow. We do not see her face in the trailer, but we feel her influence everywhere. A printing press turning, ink pressed onto paper, pages being folded and delivered before sunrise. The trailer hints that a new column is coming, and whatever it contains may shake the entire season. There are quick shots of shocked faces reading fresh gossip. A hand trembling as it lowers the paper. a mother closing her eyes in worry. It becomes clear that the secret romance is not safe anymore. The tension grows when we see members of the Bridgerton family reacting to something unexpected. A serious conversation behind closed doors, a raised voice that breaks the calm of the house, a sibling stepping in, trying to defend, while another looks disappointed. This is no longer just about two hearts. It is about family honor in high society. One scandal does not stay contained. It spreads, touching everyone connected. To it, the trailer makes us feel how heavy that truth is. Don't we also catch glimpses of the Queen observing the chaos from a distance? Queen Charlotte appears calm, but her eyes are sharp. She enjoys control, and she does not tolerate disorder in her court. A brief shot shows her reacting to the latest gossip, and the slight lift of her brow suggests that she knows more than others realize. If the Queen decides to involve herself, the consequences could be severe. A romance that once felt personal now risks becoming political. The trailer builds suspense through quick flashes of confrontation, a door slamming shut, a tear falling but quickly wiped away, a public exchange that feels colder than it should. There is a moment where the central couple stands apart in a crowded room, unable to speak freely. Their distance feels forced, painful. It suggests that outside pressure is pushing them apart, not because they want it, but because society demands it. One powerful moment shows a formal gathering where the atmosphere feels tense rather than joyful. The music plays, but no one truly relaxes. Eyes follow the couple as they enter. The whispers grow louder. It is clear that something has already begun to spread, a rumor, a suspicion. The trailer does not say directly, but it does not need to. The reaction of the crowd says enough. Reputation is fragile here. Once cracked, it rarely heals. The idea of power becomes central in this part of the trailer. Love alone may not be enough when facing tradition, status, and control. The ton protects its structure fiercely. Those who step outside expected roles are often punished, not forgiven. The trailer suggests that this season will show how cruel that system can be. We see a moment where the main character looks isolated, standing alone near a window while celebration continues behind them. It is a quiet image, but it speaks loudly. Choosing love may mean standing alone. At the same time, there are hints that not everyone agrees with society's harsh judgment. A sibling offering silent support. A friend giving a meaningful look that says, "Do not give up." These small acts of loyalty shine in the middle of rising conflict. They remind us that while the 10 may be powerful, it is not united in its thinking. Some hearts may still believe in love over reputation. By the end of this section of the trailer, the pressure feels almost unbearable. The romance that began in secrecy now stands at risk of being fully exposed. Gossip moves faster than truth. Power watches from above. Family loyalty is tested. And the couple at the center must decide whether to retreat into safety or face the storm together. The glitter of society has turned cold. The rules have drawn their line, and crossing that line may change everything forever. The trailer then turns inward, focusing on the Bridgerton family itself. The danger is no longer just outside in the ballrooms and gossip sheets. It has entered their home. The warmth that once defined the Bridgerton house now feels strained. Conversations that used to be light are now heavy with worry. The camera shows small but powerful details. A mother sitting quietly in deep thought, a sibling pacing near the fireplace, another staring out of a window as if searching for answers in the distance. The conflict is no longer hidden. It is personal. At the center of this emotional storm stands the family matriarch. Violet Bridgerton has always believed in love. She encouraged her children to marry for true feeling rather than pure advantage. But this time, even she seems unsure. The trailer shows her torn between her values and her fear for her child's future. Her eyes hold pride, but also concern. She understands how cruel society can be. Supporting her child may mean exposing the entire family to judgment. And yet, asking them to give up love may break something far more important. We see a tense exchange between siblings, One argues that reputation must come first. Another defends the right to follow the heart. The trailer captures their voices rising not out of hatred, but out of fear. Each one believes they are protecting the family in their own way. This disagreement creates a new kind of tension. The Bridgertons have always stood together against outside threats, but now the challenge comes from within. Loyalty is being tested in ways they never expected. There is a quiet but emotional scene where the main character stands alone in their bedroom. The room is filled with beauty, soft curtains, elegant furniture, gentle candlelight, yet it feels empty. The weight of choice presses down heavily. Choosing love could mean risking siblings' futures, damaging family alliances, and inviting constant gossip. But choosing duty could mean living with regret forever. The trailer allows us to sit in that silence for a moment, showing that this decision is not simple or selfish. It is painful. The tension also reflects the larger world of Bridgerton, where family bonds have always been central. In past seasons, love brought the Bridgertons closer together. This time, it threatens to pull them apart before it can bring them back. The trailer hints that some family members may even take drastic steps to control the situation. A warning given in private, a plan formed without full agreement. These actions are not cruel, but desperate. They show how much is at stake. We also glimpse a deeply emotional conversation between parent and child. There are tears, but also understanding. A hand reaches out, offering comfort even while expressing worry. It is one of the most touching parts of the trailer because it reminds us that behind all the drama, this is still a story about love in many forms. Romantic love, yes, but also family love. And sometimes those two types of love clash in heartbreaking ways. As the pressure from society increases, the family must decide what kind of legacy they want to protect. Is it their public image, or is it their belief in choosing happiness? The trailer suggests that this decision will define Season 4. We see quick flashes of emotional faces at a grand event. Some stand proudly, others look uncertain. The Bridgerton name carries power, but even power cannot shield them from internal doubt. By the end of this section, it feels clear that the greatest battle may not be between lovers and society, but between fear and faith inside the family itself. The Bridgertons must remember who they are. Are they simply another noble house bound by strict rules? Or are they a family brave enough to stand by one of their own, even when the world turns cold? The trailer leaves that question hanging, showing that love does not only challenge society, it challenges the very people who raised you to believe in it. The final part of the trailer rises like a wave that has been building from the very first frame. Everything that was whispered before now stands in the open. The music grows louder, stronger, almost urgent. Faces that once looked uncertain now show clear emotion. The time for hiding seems to be over. What began as stolen glances and quiet meetings now demands a public answer. A grand ballroom fills the screen once again, brighter than ever. But this time the beauty feels sharp. The lights shine high above, reflecting off polished floors and jewels. Yet the air feels heavy. Guests gather in groups, speaking in low tones. There is a sense that everyone is waiting for something. Then the main characters enter, not separately, but within sight of each other. The space between them feels charged. Every step they take echoes louder than it should. Society watches in silence. The trailer builds toward a moment that feels like a turning point. A hand reaches out, not hidden in a dark corridor, but in the center of the room. For a second, everything slows. The music softens, eyes widen. This is no longer about private emotion. This is about choice. To take that hand in public would mean accepting whatever follows: gossip, anger, shock. But it would also mean honesty. It would mean courage. We see reactions flash across the crowd. A fin drops. A whisper spreads quickly from one corner of the room to another. A gentleman shakes his head in disbelief. A lady covers her mouth. The tongue thrives on order, and this feels like disorder. Yet there is also something powerful in the stillness. No one moves to stop it immediately. It is as if even society is unsure how to respond to such boldness. In quick cuts, the trailer shows possible consequences. A serious meeting behind closed doors, a letter being sealed with urgency, a carriage leaving in the middle of the night. These images suggest that actions will have results. Love does not exist without cost in this world, but the cost may not be as simple as losing status. It may involve deeper sacrifice, trust, security, even belonging. At the center of it all, the couple stands closer than ever before. There is fear in their eyes, but also peace, the kind of peace that comes only when someone decides to stop running. They know the world may turn against them. They know that their names could become headlines in the next scandal sheet. And yet, in that single moment, they look stronger together than apart. The trailer seems to say that love, when chosen fully, becomes a shield in itself. We also see the Bridgerton family watching. Some faces are filled with pride. Others still carry worry. But there is a shift. Where there was division before, there now seems to be quiet unity. A sibling steps forward slightly, as if ready to stand beside them if needed. A mother's eyes soften, not because the risk is gone, but because she sees the truth in her child's heart. Support does not erase danger, but it makes facing it possible. The final images are powerful and emotional. The couple dancing slowly while the room remains tense around them. A close look shared without words. A final glance toward the doors. As if knowing that once they walk through them, nothing will ever be the same. The music reaches its highest point, then cuts suddenly to silence. That silence speaks louder than applause ever could. Season 4 appears ready to show that defying society is not about rebellion for attention. It is about standing firm in who you are, even when it would be easier to bend. The trailer leaves us with the feeling that love may not defeat every obstacle, but it can change the meaning of power. In a world where rules decide everything, choosing your own path